Hi, everyone. Hopefully everyone can see and hear us okay.
Hi guys.
I'm Katie Bradford, and I have with me Jenny Peterson. We are going to talk a little bit today about our CanvasCon events and why we think they're so cool and why we think we should come, or you should come. Let me tell you just briefly who I am. Like I said, I'm Katie Bradford. I am our director of the partner ecosystem, and I work really closely with Jenny on CanvasCon events to include partners at these events. And she is the coordinator of them. So I'll turn it over to her to introduce herself.
Hi you guys. This is exciting. This is my first webinar, so I'm happy to be here. First, to start off the presentation, I wanted to ask you guys a question. How many CanvasCons have you attended? So I'll leave this poll open for just a second here. So I have been the CanvasCon coordinator for a year and a half, and I've been involved in 6 CanvasCon events. So 4 in 2017 and 2 in 2016. So I have loved it. They've been so much fun, and I'm excited to talk to you about them today. So, okay, I just saw the results. And it looks like 42% none, 46% none, 1 person 38. Okay. I'll just give it just a second more for you guys to answer. Right. Okay, good. Well, that gives me a good idea what I need to talk about and kind of really do a good deep dive of the event. Okay, so what is a CanvasCon? Our slogan is Teach, Learn, Network, and Be Awesome. And so let me just talk about what a CanvasCon is. So it's a regional higher ed and K-12 event that brings together educators, partners, and thought leaders to discuss the new strategies and innovations related to wider education, technology, and the instructor-specific products. So Canvas will be, thoroughly discussed along with Bridge, Gauge, ARC, Mastery Paths, and much more throughout the day. So the cool thing about a CanvasCon event is that it provides this atmosphere where the Canvas community and people who are curious about Canvas can teach each other, learn, network, collaborate in this awesome setting where they can share the awesome things they're doing at their institutions and also technology in general. Because there's some really awesome things you guys are doing at your institutions, and we want to hear about it, and so do your colleagues. So it's also great for those who are curious about Canvas, where they can learn about the functionality of it and what the adoption and implementation process looks like. It also gives, like I said, the Canvas users an opportunity to share their knowledge with their peers on a variety of topics that are relevant to their institution and also that region. So that was kind of the high level overview of what a CanvasCon is. And now I'm going to just go into kind of a deep dive of what the day looks like and what they're going to look like in 2018, which is coming up very, very soon. Okay, first I wanted to talk about the lineup so far. Some of these are TBD, but we should have decisions here soon. But the first one will be in Florida in February. The second one will be at Cal State, LA on March 23rd. The third one will be UT Austin, Texas in November. And then the fourth one is, still to be decided. So we're working on that right now. So I'm so excited about the lineup. I cannot wait. Okay, overview of the day. So this is what you can expect. So the cost is $75 for 2018. And that includes lots of delicious food throughout the day. You'll get breakfast, lunch, snacks, and so much coffee. We all know about that afternoon slump. So we'll have plenty of caffeine to get you through that. At Canvas, we love swag. And not just little keychains. We'll definitely give you items that you'll want to wear and use again and again. Of course, there'll be lots of breakout sessions, 20 plus breakout sessions that you can choose from. And these sessions will be separated into tracks that relate specifically to the higher ed and the K-12 audience, partners, and also a track for technology innovation. So as you're there at the conference, you don't have to stick with just one track the whole day. You can pick and choose the sessions that you're most interested in and where you can get the most out of the day. You'll also hear an opening and closing keynote session that will kick off, wrap up the day. The opening keynote will be Jared Stein. He's our awesome Vice President of Higher Ed Strategy. And for the closing, you'll hear one of our leaders in product who will talk about awesome upcoming features, discuss what's on the Canvas roadmap, and hear what the product strategy is doing now to shape the future of Canvas. So they're always wonderful, and it's so fun to hear from them. Another really fun thing that we do at these CanvasCons is we provide a product lounge that you can visit, and it will be open all day. And this is where you can find, the many Instructure employees that you can chat with. You can stop by during the breaks and during lunch to watch demos from these employees, learn about Canvas features, talk to the Canvas trainers. They'll be in the product lounge that if you want to really do a deep dive on some of those questions that you might have. The community will be there, and then you can just ask as many questions as you can think of. You can also learn about features like Mastery Pass and other Instructure related products like ARC and Bridge. So you definitely won't want to miss the product lounge at these CanvasCons. It's really a beneficial thing to visit. Another thing is we have our incredible partners, and they really do build a beautiful ecosystem at our CanvasCons. And Katie's going to talk later in the next slides about our partners and their involvement. So I'll let her take that off. But I just wanted to do a shout out for the partners as well, because they're amazing, and we love to have them at our CanvasCons. So after the conference, we also do an hour networking reception. And this is part of the day where we just celebrate, relax, and chat about all the things that you've learned with your new Canvas friends. There'll definitely be drinks and appetizers and really good prizes that will wrap up the day. Another thing that we're actually adding to our 2018 lineup is we're going to do a day before the conference with our Canvas trainers. And it's a pre-conference. And I talked to the trainers, and this is what they wanted me to say about it. It's the perfect way to enhance the CanvasCon experience. Developing a solid foundation of Canvas product knowledge better prepares attendees to maximize their experience during primary conference sessions. Pre-con sessions are particularly beneficial for prospective and newly adopted clients who are looking to understand the capabilities of the platform and the ways in which Canvas can support and enhance teaching and learning. With focuses for both admins and faculty, these pre-conference sessions are tailored to provide comprehensive overviews for each audience based on proven best practices and are delivered by Canvas product knowledge experts. So when we put out the registration pages for each of these events, you can definitely register for this pre-con day, and they'll be in 3-hour blocks before the day before, and they'll be around $200. So this is if you want to really do a deep dive into Canvas. Yeah, you won't want to miss the pre-con day. Okay, so that's the overview of the day. And I also added some pictures here on the next slide. This was one of our really fun t-shirts that we gave away last year. It's Einstein. And then we always try to add really fun signage that really relates to the region. So that's what that one A-frame is of. And then in the middle, we do a social excursion throughout the CanvasCon. So when we choose our presenters, which I'll talk about here in just a second, we give them a question, or they can actually choose a question that they want to put in their slide deck with hashtag CanvasCon. And then the audience throughout the day can answer the question and put hashtag CanvasCon along, and it just builds this beautiful Twitter excursion. And then we just love for people to take as many pictures and post it on social media. So yeah, we can have some fun social media going on throughout the day. So all right. Going on to the next slide. The agenda and how to be a part of it. You guys are what make up our awesome CanvasCon schedule. We actually post a call for proposals form on the CanvasCon website. So that link is on this slide. And there will be a tab on the registration page as well. So those registration pages will be posted soon, the first two. And then we give suggested topics on the form, and we create the agenda from your submissions. So some of the topics that we are going to be talking about this year. So in higher ed, we're talking about ease of migrating from old LMS to Canvas, faculty adoption, engaging course design, open content and courses, and how does Canvas prepare your institution for the future? So those are some suggested topics for higher ed. In K-12, we have teacher adoption, utilizing Canvas to maximize your time, open education resources and commons, K-12 apps in Canvas, empowering educators to differentiate with technology, professional development, and content creation, and what works. So those are some topics that we would love for you to submit and hear about during the day. And then we're also open to other topics as well, because we really want to target and create the agenda, per the region and what is really relevant in the region. So just to kind of recap, you can find the call for proposals on this link, and then you can also find the call for proposals in the actual registration page. There will be a tab that says call for proposals. And so no registration page has been put out yet for CanvasCon 2018. You should see those registration pages out within the next week or so. So, all right, so that is the agenda. And now I'm going to turn the time over to Katie.
Hello, everybody. So I just want to talk a little bit, because today is Partner Day, a little bit about partners at CanvasCon and sort of what you can expect by having these folks at these events, and how you can get the most out of it. So here's a picture from, or a couple of pictures actually, from CanvasCon. This was in Dallas at SMU, and you can see Amazon Education's table there. Amazon is one of the partners who participated in our events a lot last year. They, in fact, were at all 4 of our domestic CanvasCons, so we were really excited to have them there. So I'm just going to start by sort of going through these benefits. One of the benefits of attending CanvasCon is the opportunity to learn more about how you can use Canvas as a platform or a jumping off point for pulling together and using lots of great educational tools. We work really hard to make Canvas compliant with all of the major standards those issued by IMS and by other standards governing bodies, so that any tool can be used in Canvas with a simple integration. And we partner with over 200 organizations officially. And there are many other integrations exist out there that aren't official partners as well. But the official partners are the folks that we invite to participate in these events. And nearly every one of those organizations that we partner with has an integration or is in the process of building one. So 2017 was the first year we included partners at CanvasCons, and we think it worked out really well for both our partners and for you, hopefully, our customers. So what's the benefit of having our partners there? Well, to start with, we work with the hosting institution to come up with a list of partners to include at the event. We strive to invite partners that are already working with local institutions so that attendees have a chance to talk to folks about tools that they're already using or that they're already familiar with. Usually we end up with a good mix of familiar and unfamiliar tools. And we also usually try to include at least one or two locally based partners as well. So in 2017, just to give you an idea, the partners we included in our domestic CanvasCons, they were Amazon. It was Amazon Education specifically, Spire EDU, Collage, DigiExam, Evaluation Kit, Examity, Inscribe Ed, Intellify, iSeek, McGraw-Hill, Nearpod, Notebowl, Neuro Retention, Software Secure, SquareCap, and Wiley. So that gives you an idea of what types of partners we might include. There's a pretty broad mix in there, everything from publishers to social learning opportunities to proctoring to lecture capture, etc. So lots of good stuff in there, and we're always open to suggestions, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But if you attend a CanvasCon, you'll have ample opportunity to wander up to a partner's table and to ask questions, to see their solution if you'd like to meet their representatives and make contacts with them. You'll also likely have a chance to attend a partner presentation if you're interested. Usually we do a lightning round where each partner gets just a few minutes to share the best of their solution. They usually only get maybe 5 or 6 minutes a piece. You get a ton of great info about their solution in sort of like a speed dating format. So you get, just 30 minutes, you learn a ton. So it's really a cool way to learn a lot. CanvasCons are also a really great time for you to share feedback with partners. So you can let them know what you'd like to see in their integrations if you're already working with them. Also, if you have feedback for the partnerships team, that's me and a bunch of people that I work with, you can let us know if you'd like to see different partners at these types of events. And that we really appreciate that feedback because we also keep that in mind for InstructureCon in July. So if you attend InstructureCon, we really like to hear what sort of partners you want to see at that event too. Or if you've heard of a great new tool that you think we should partner with, or if you just want to let us know, hey, it would be helpful for you to provide some more detailed information about this partner or about building integrations or anything related to partners or platform, the Canvas platform. We always have at least one representative from our team at every CanvasCon. So you can just ask any Canvas employee that you see at the event and they'll point you in the right direction so you can chat with us. So now I have a job for you. We want to make CanvasCons bigger and better than ever next year. And we want the partners we include to be as useful and as helpful as possible for you. Please answer this poll question and let us know what types of vendors or partners you're most interested in engaging with in 2018. We'll work really hard to include these types of partners at both our CanvasCons and also in our partner days and in the InstructureCon going forward. So let us know what types of solutions interest you, which ones you feel like you need more information about, and who you'd like to engage with more. If you have more detailed or specific feedback to provide, just send me a direct email. I am Katie, Katie, @instructure.com. I'd love to hear your feedback, so please reach out to me if you have anything you'd like to share in more detail. And I'll give you just a minute to read through this and respond. Select as many as you'd like. Still getting a few responses, so I'm just going to wait another minute or two, or not another minute or two, but a few more seconds. For those of you who are curious, I'm not going to show the results, but we've had a lot. Our number one response so far is analytics, also course evaluations, badging, social learning. Very cool. All right. I'm gonna continue on now. Thank you all so much for your thoughtful responses. This is really helpful for us. And we're gonna work really hard to include these types of partners in all of our events going forward, virtual and in person. So awesome. Thanks, everyone. All right, and just one more quick note for you. It looks like most of the folks chiming in today are from the United States, but this is a good FYI. So up until now, we've been talking about CanvasCons that take place in the US, but did you know that we also have CanvasCons abroad? So yes, we do. This slide shows some rough details around what we expect to take place in 2018. So if you happen to be based outside the US, or if you're looking for an excuse to travel down under, whichever it happens to be, take a look at what we have on offer for the next year. So these events are very similar to what Jenny has just described for the United States. They have sessions and a call for proposal, keynotes, social events, those sorts of things. However, the schedule of events is carefully curated by our locally based teams in these regions so that the sessions and keynotes are very topical and relevant to that particular region. Our most recent International CanvasCon took place in London in October. It was hosted at the beautiful British Museum. If you've ever had a chance to visit, you have seen what a beautiful space it is, and home of some of the world's greatest treasures, like the Rosetta Stone. It's very cool. It was a great day, packed full of sessions, keynotes, swag, and delightfully British food like savory hand pies, which I didn't even know was a thing, so I thought that was pretty cool. So if you have a chance to make it to any of our international events, I highly encourage you to do so, because these events are just as great as our domestic CanvasCon. So, and I believe with that, I'm going to hand it back over to Jenny to just show you some past CanvasCons, give you a sense for what to expect.
Yeah, so 2017 was so fun, and we had some amazing locations that we had these 4 CanvasCons at. The first one was in April, and it was at SMU, and they had such a perfect space there, beautiful campus, the weather was perfect. So this picture just shows our registration table. And it was really fun because the coloring of their campus was very similar to our CanvasCon, red and blue. So it was perfect. So we loved having it there at SMU. The next one was USF in Florida, in South Florida. And this picture shows this was right at 8:30. The sun was just bursting through the windows, and I just wanted to show like the fun signage. It was a beautiful location as well. We had a little over 400 people attend that CanvasCon. Yeah, and it was just, that one was in March. So really fun location and beautiful campus as well. The third CanvasCon was at IUPUI. We actually hosted it at the Indiana State Museum. And that was such a fun location. If you have a chance, if you're ever in Indianapolis, oh my goodness, it's such a cool museum. So we had to do some of the breakout sessions in like the cafeteria, and one was above in one of the exhibit halls. But I loved it. It was such a fun space, and I think there was about 500 people to that one. So we had a really good turnout, and it was a great day as well. The last one was at WPI, Worcester Polytechnic Institute, and that was a great location as well. We were spread across the campus, so people had to, we overtook the campus, and it was a perfect fall day. That one was in October, and we loved it being there. So yeah, those are the locations for 2017, and I can't wait for 2018 to keep these growing and making them bigger and better, and just having you all there. So thank you so much. I'm going to turn it back over to Katie if she wanted any closing remarks.
So just first of all, I want to say thank you so much to everyone for coming today to learn about CanvasCons. We really hope that you'll consider participating if there's going to be one near you, or even let us know if you're interested in being a host for a future CanvasCon. We'd love to talk to you about your campus or your location. And Jenny is the right person to reach out to if that's something that you're interested in discussing. That's her email address there, jepeterson@instructure.com. And like I said earlier, if you want to submit feedback about our partners, anything at all, or if we have some partners listening in who would like to sponsor these events going forward, feel free to reach out to me, Katie Bradford. My email is katie@instructure.com. And you can visit this website, canvaslms.com/CanvasCon. That's where you can always find the most current information about these events. As soon as we have confirmed dates, you can find them there, and you can find links to each individual CanvasCon page, which will allow you to get registered, submit your call for proposal if you'd like to speak at these events, and just learn a little bit more about what to expect as the events approach. So thank you all so much for coming today. We're so glad that you were here. We really appreciate your time this morning, and looking forward to seeing you at CanvasCons in 2018. And if you have any questions now, feel free to post them in the chat. We have about a minute and a half left. So. Do we get discount hotel rates for the events? Jenny, I'll let you answer that.
Yes, I will work on per event. We usually give recommended hotels where you can stay, but in 2018, I'm trying to work out a room block with some of the hotels. So that information will be on the registration page if we are able to secure that. But if we're not, we definitely will give recommendations of where you should stay. That's the closest place to the university. And we'll give, how to navigate, parking, all that kind of stuff you can find on the registration page. So yes, we're trying to secure some discounted rates. Absolutely.
Great. Well, we're all out of time, but please feel free to reach out to us if you have additional questions. Thanks again for coming, and have a great day.